Welcome back. So now we're going to make some additional changes to our report. The first thing we want to do is add a company logo. I'm going to put it up here in this corner. To prepare for that, I went ahead and shortened the box for the report title so it's off in the corner. Now to add an image, like a logo, you just use this little control down here, this image button. When you click it, you'll see an icon that kind of looks like a pencil, and you just use it to draw your box. Now the second you let go of the mouse, it's going to give you a dialog box. You just click the little open button here. We'll scroll to our logo and open it up. So it looks like nothing happened at all, right? Our box is empty. But if you were to expand it, you would see that it's not empty at all. It's just that the logo is really, really big. So that's not going to work for us. So what we can do is change how the report renders that logo. So I'm going to keep my my box selected here. Let's make it a little wider. And with that selected, I'm going to come over here to my properties pane. Now you want to make sure that the image is selected. You'll know that because it'll say image at the top. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to my aspect ratio and I'm going to change that to true. And the reason is because we may have to change the size of this box and I don't want it to distort the image. After that, we're going to come down here to stretch and we're going to change that to true. And there's our image. Now I'm going to use the bounding box to make it a little larger. Move it up a little bit. There we go. Okay, let's see how that looks. All right. We are looking pretty good now. We got our logo and we got our report title. But there are a couple other things I want to do to make this report stand out a little bit. You may have noticed when we were looking at that report that our logo is actually showing up on multiple pages. Maybe that's okay. Maybe you prefer that it didn't happen that way. So with the logo selected, when you scroll down to behavior and print on, you can say all pages, or you could just say only the first page. So now when we look at it, we got the logo on the first page and only the first page. And really, we can do the same thing with the title here. Let's select that. And we'll say this only prints on the first page. All right. So there's a couple other things that we're going to do to this report. The one thing we want to do is we want to add a summary footer, something that's going to count up the price column and let us know the full value of items that were issued. The summary footer is this little green icon. So I'm going to click it and drag out a little footer there. And I'm going to go to my dictionary. Go to my functions and totals. And we want to go down to sum and I'll just grab this decimal one here. Okay, take that. We'll give it a data style. Let's say instead of sum, we'll call this totals. And let's smooth that down. Actually, let's make this a little larger. We'll make it stand out a little bit more. And we'll do the same thing to our sum. Okay, so now what we need to do is let it know what we're counting. We've got the function there. What we want to count is this trans items field. So we'll double click that and open up the expression. And I'm going to go ahead and copy this. Then I'm going to paste it into those parentheses. I don't think I need these brackets. Let me get rid of these. There we go. Okay, explain that out a little bit. And let's change this text format to currency. Okay, so total for this period of all items issued, about 120 bucks. Not a huge amount of money, but it is nicely documented there. Okay. So the last thing we want to do is we want to add a page number. Now, all I have to do that is go to my dictionary tab, go under System Variables, and we will pick page number and just drag that on to the page. We want this to appear at the bottom. Go ahead and stick it in the footer band about halfway down. And let's go ahead and do a center justify. Just make sure it fits nicely there in the center. Okay. Looking good. So that's what we want to do to this report. Let's go ahead and save it. And click OK. And let's see how it looks in CribMaster. Now, one thing I do want to point out, whenever you want to return to this report and make changes, you just bring it up in Report Management, and you can click that Design Report button, and it will take you right back to where we were. Also, if you are using site filtering or your distributor, you can lock this report down to just specific sites if you need that. All right, let me close this, and we'll go to our Reports ribbon. And because this is a transaction report, CribMaster went ahead and stuck it in the transaction section for us. So here in the listing of reports, I'm going to unselect that one and scroll down, and there's our inventory report. Generally, the newest reports are going to be at the bottom of the list. Okay, so we can put in some sequences here. I can say the transaction date, say everything from this year. Click Preview, and there is our report. So that'll do it for this particular series of videos. We can do other report examples if you like. Just let us know in the comment section what types of reports you would like to see us demonstrate. That's going to be it for us for right now. Thank you.